Oregonians can stroll the great outdoors with a bit more pride this spring, especially if you enjoy watching the wildlife. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week, wildlife managers, folks who just enjoy watching wildlife, even wildlife biologists, well, they can put a feather in their cap with an announcement of a remarkable recovery. Come on along as we learn more about Oregon's bald eagle population. It's back from the brink. From high overhead, Sky 8 captures a promising scene. America's awesome bird, a bald eagle, sitting on a new clutch of eggs. It's a promising sign of a new generation for our national symbol, and yet there's a sobering truth to her regal presence. We're lucky she's even here.
Insecticides indiscriminately applied are massacring birds, mammals, fishes, and indeed every form of wildlife.
You see, a generation ago, many believed bald eagles would not make it out of the 20th century because DDT pesticide pollution was common.
The pesticide was applied after World War II, fairly widespread applications, and it was concentrated up through the food chain, through the fish that the bald eagles were eating, through other prey that they take, kill, or scavenge. Bald eagle numbers dropped to just 65 pairs across Oregon in the 1960s. But in '72, DDT was banned, and in '78, endangered species protection took over. It became a crime to kill or injure eagles or harm their nests. All of those things together really allowed that population to stabilize initially and then take off. The recovery of the bald eagle is spectacular and based upon really excellent science. Oregon's bald eagle numbers have soared the past 3 decades, from 65 to 570 nesting pairs across the entire state. In fact, the birds are doing so well, Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife recently announced the bald eagle will be removed from the state's endangered species list. Today, you can see bald eagles in every region of the state, soaring along the coast or perched above industrial Portland's Smith-Bybee lakes, or across open fields of the greater Willamette Valley and along the entire Columbia River Basin. Bald eagles are kings once again. Which takes us back to Jackson Bottom and this massive nest built by a persistent and productive pair. It is their 3rd nest in a dozen years. The others blew down, but the birds built back up.
We've had people ask. This was really made by a pair of bald eagles. It's as real as you can get.
Inside the nearby Education Center, you get a close-up look to amazing eagle architecture. This nest was rescued from a giant cottonwood before it fell over, and it was brought here to teach us more about the eagles.
People are just blown away by how big it is. When they get up close to this one and see that it's about the size of a Mini Cooper or a Volkswagen Beetle, it's really impressive.
The birds add a foot or two of new material to the nest each November. Working together, they weave the branches with beaks and talons.
They line it with really soft nesting materials, grasses and things that they find out in the wetland. So it gives them a really nice safe cup, a place where they can lay their eggs.
Usually 2 or 3 eggs hatch within a month, and then the chicks fledge from the nest in about 8 weeks. The young eagles hang out with their parents through July, and then the entire family disappears until Mom and Dad return again in the fall.
I can remember not being able to see a bald eagle anywhere except at the coast. And now we have several pairs that are nesting in the Tualatin Basin. You know, we get calls from people all the time around here that see bald eagles.
Very special. It doesn't happen very often, and it's based upon science, and removing a species like the bald eagle means it was removed because of great success.
And I think that's just fabulous news.
It is a great success, but the experts advise do it from a distance and try to use binoculars or a spotting scope to bring the view of nesting bald eagles up close. You don't want to get too close and disturb the birds. We have all the details, directions, and contact information for Jackson Bottom and many other statewide locations where you can see bald eagles this spring right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.